I've hardly worked out in the first trimester. I ate so many carbs just to feel better in the first trimester. Aaliyah watched so much TV in the first trimester, and I was just like, you know what? I'm making a foot right now, so just gonna give myself a little bit of grace here. Hey guys, my name is Shayla. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, I talk about motherhood, I talk about pregnancy. We do things pretty granola. We do floor beds and Montessori and cloth diapering and baby-led weaning. If you're into that, welcome. Please subscribe. I have an 19-month-old daughter and I'm 23. Weeks pregnant. There it is. There's the babe. Okay. If you're into like the perfectly curated, you need some inspiration for your home or like how to be a perfect mom, this is not the channel for you. We just kind of wing it most of the time and just sort of share our journey around here. I have a new babysitter here today and I always get a little bit weird about filming these because she's like in the other room. So I'm like, I'm on Instagram. It's also HEYSHAYLA. Everything is HEYSHAYLA, just to keep it very simple. And then I just started a podcast this year where I'm interviewing my gurus on hormones and their doulas and their natural birthers. And I reach out to these like experts who agree to be on my podcast. It's the greatest thing ever because I get to communicate with real humans, learn a bunch of stuff, and then share it with all of you. So today we are going to talk about surviving the first trimester with your second baby with a toddler in tow, because woof. How did you know you were ready for baby number 2? I don't think we are, right? Well, I don't know, whatever. We'll be ready. It'll be fine. Everything will be great. I don't know that we're ready for baby number 2, but we want baby number 2 because I was close in age with my sister. Seth was close in age with his sister. So we were like, all right, wham, bam, we're going to do this. We were talking about Irish twins. These kids will be about 2 years apart, almost exactly. The due date is a week before my daughter's first birthday. How is this pregnancy different than the first? Well, first of all, I got to sleep whenever I wanted. So today is like day 7 or week 7 and a half-ish. I'm feeling like garbage. I would say my first trimester was a lot of nausea. I think I need to eat something, but I don't want to get up. And a lot of tiredness and exhaustion. I don't know how people do it. Didn't have to feed another human, sleep in and like sleep. So there's that difference. I think the whole first trimester is just a lot of thinking like, holy, how am I going to get through this pregnancy with a toddler? And then how am I going to have another baby and this toddler? So it's just a lot of like psyching yourself out that everything's fine and it's going to be fine and you're fine. Obviously in the first trimester you have nausea and you have low energy. And for me I had low mood, so let's go over these things. For nausea, you need nausea bands. Let's see if these were a necessity in my first pregnancy and in my second. They're acupressure bands. And so you just like throw them on your wrist. It tells you where to put them. You lock them on and I would just wear these all day, every day, all the time. And then like ginger, you can get little ginger snacks or whatever. Carbs, lots of carbs. I took my prenatals at night before I went to sleep because they would make me nauseous during the day. But you're nauseous. I luckily didn't throw up, God bless you, who throw up with toddlers and have to just deal with all that because it was bad enough just feeling sick. Plus it was like the best time in Minnesota. It was fall, so you just got out of the really hot heat. You're right before going into super cold winter. It's like the sweet spot of yesness. That's when I was in my first trimester. I hired a babysitter. So I hired a babysitter and I would work. I think a couple times I like napped. But otherwise I was like, please just take her outside. Please just get her outside because we watched a lot of TV. And I was the person who's like, no, we're not doing a lot of screen time. Not during the first trimester, all bets off. I don't know where it came from, but I had so much grace with myself because I had no motivation to make videos. I had no motivation to work. I'm like laying on the couch nauseous and exhausted and I'm thinking, oh my God, I have to feed this child. I have to keep this human alive. Moms are incredible humans. I don't know there's something inside of us that you just do the things you have to do for your baby. Also, we just weaned her around 18 months. So she was breastfeeding through my first trimester, which was a love hate. I definitely had a breastfeeding aversion, which kind of caused the whole weaning process. However, when she was going a little crazy, I'd be like, you want to nurse? Come here. Let's watch a show and nurse. And she would just sit there and chill with me and nurse and like do nothing. And it was exactly what I needed to just relax. When I would put her down for a nap, I would just sleep with her. Another interesting thing is that I really had a hard time connecting with this baby. You're so preoccupied by the human in front of you that you can't even like fathom the human growing inside of you. We went in for the ultrasound when I was 6 weeks, and then we didn't do another ultrasound until week 20. So we didn't really see a baby until week 20. And then at week 20, we were like, and with the first pregnancy, I'm checking a week ahead of time to see what's going on, what's growing. They can hear me now. I'm gonna start talking to them. I'm gonna sing to them. Oh, they're this long, they weigh this much, blah, 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 blah. This is the fruit there. And this one, I'm like, I'm 23 weeks in a couple of days. Okay. It's just absolutely bizarre. And now I'm starting to feel kicking, which is pretty cool. So I can like, it kind of literally hits me. Oh, are the symptoms the same or are they different? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know what my symptoms are. Like, I haven't really had many cravings. With Aaliyah, I wanted sweets all the time. I knew exactly what I wanted to eat every single day. Now I just eat whatever's here, whatever Aaliyah's eating. I'm a lot less high maintenance about it. I swear there's like a first trimester depression or something that can happen because I would like cry myself to sleep some nights and then be cool for the next 4 days. It was bizarro. But here's what I want to say is you get through it. You just do. So many people are nervous to get pregnant because they're like, I can't even handle this toddler. Day by day, hour by hour, you get through it. And hopefully you get to a spot where you're not feeling nauseous anymore. You have a little bit more energy, even if it's not workout energy. Having grace with yourself in the first trimester is crucial. I hardly worked out in the first trimester. I ate so many carbs just to feel better in the first trimester. Aaliyah watched so much TV in the first trimester. I did not get as much work as I should have done in the first trimester. And I was just like, you know what? I'm making a foot right now. So I'm just gonna give myself a little bit of grace here and say that it's fine, because it is. And then you get to the second trimester and you're like, okay, woof. That was a lot, but here we are, we've made it. Coming up, I'm gonna have to watch my own videos of like how I prepped for labor. Like you start eating dates at week 36, I think. I did hypnobirthing with Aaliyah and that I'm 1000% doing that again, but you have to practice. So I'm like, okay, I'll have to do that when I put her down for a nap, like put a little ear pod in. I'm just trying to figure that out just because I had time to do it. And now I don't have as much time to do it. And with this pregnancy, I'm also taking my prenatals, DHA, and probiotics, which are huge. I work with Lovebug probiotics. They're incredible. They've got a prenatal that you take in addition to your prenatal, and it helps your gut biome because as all your organs get crunched up by this baby, you get constipated, you get diarrhea, you get all sorts of things. Plus, taking probiotics helps to seed the gut biome of your baby while they're in utero. Plus, it can help give you a negative test for your strep B test at 36 weeks. Because if you have a positive, you will have antibiotics during labor, which is not super great for your baby. If you do get a positive, you can ask to be retested before you go into labor so that you don't have to have the antibiotics. I am working out. I'm doing Expecting and Empowered for pregnancy and postpartum. Works your pelvic floor. You do stretches, you do workouts. I also have a discount with them. Lovebug and Expecting and Empowered discount is HEYSHAYLA. Oh, and I meditate through my pregnancies just to kind of like get back to grounded because you kind of get all over here with like feeding your baby and making sure that this baby's okay and taking your prenatals and like all the things. It's nice just to like come back to zero and be like, everything's cool. So I do Headspace, the Headspace app, and then through my Hypnobabies, it's also a really good just like relaxation. So if you're considering getting pregnant for the second time and you're just kind of like freaked out about it, one day at a time, it's really all I can say. That's really all you can do. I wish you all the best. We'll see you next time. Bye.